We are finally here with our Cowboys Next Gen Infinity League is what we're calling this one. We're calling it Infinity. Taking our talents Infinity and beyond with the new consoles. That's just the name that has been chosen. We're sitting in week 3 of preseason. Decided to just make this video now. I was gonna wait till week 4, cut down to 53, but I was just antsy. Just wanted to just make this video before I go to bed. That way you guys got some content. But this one will be running on Next Gen Madden. You'll see a lot of familiar faces. We'll go through my division real quick, just kind of recap everything, so that way next episode when we get into week 1, everything's ready to roll. So I've cut down to from what we started. What did we start at 75 or something like that? And I've cut down to 57. I think I did. Just waiting till I can sign people to my practice squad. I think that happens in week 4. Then those remaining guys will go to the practice squad, and then we'll be at 53. Probably actually at 52, because once we get to week 4, every team's gonna go in order. It's gonna be randomized. Every team gets one, free agent pickup. That's how we're gonna do it, because the purpose of this league is to get all the rookies. Obviously, the real life draft just happened, so every team has their players that were drafted. So the Jags have Trevor Lawrence. The Bears have Justin Fields, so all that good stuff. Najee Harris on the Steelers. That's his name, I believe, unless I'm being really dumb. But everything's updated rosters, all the trades that have happened have gone through. Everything's updated. So once we get into week 4, we'll have, there's still some people out there, like the likes of Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman's still floating around there in real life as I'm recording this. I'm recording this on a Wednesday night, so I think this video is going up Thursday, so unless it gets signed by then, someone can pick him up in our league. So we'll have one chance. Everyone gets a player. And, so we're going to quickly scroll through this. I'll let you guys know before my week 1, or when my week 1 video happens, and we're getting into it. That's when I'll tell you guys who we picked up in that. But I'm just going to quickly scroll through. There's really nothing too crazy, I would say. I did cut Antoine Woods just because he was cut in real life, so thought, might as well cut him in the league too. The Cowboys drafted 2 defensive tackles this year. I believe only 2. So decided to cut him as well. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I do know, my fair share of Cowboys players, but not a big Cowboys fan. So I don't know names. If I don't know people, especially some of these draft picks, the Cowboys drafted some insane players with some insane names. But I guess we'll just go here while we're looking at it. The defensive side of the ball is a mess, but the offensive side of the ball is great. We'll start on the offensive line. Tyron Smith, obviously, is our starting left tackle. He has all day. Blockers with this ability will allow less frequent shed attempts by their block target, and he has edge protector. Blockers with this ability reduce an edge pass rusher's chance of using a quick block shed move. So just a tank. Tyron Smith is an absolute. Look at those stats. This dude's a god left tackle. Absolutely legendary. Connor Williams will be playing left guard. He's also on our Colts franchise, but he's left tackle for us. He's guard already in this. He's a 72 overall. Still pretty young, but not bad. I believe I'm actually focus training him as well. He's the only offensive player I'm focus training. Just getting him up there. We got a center who I believe was drafted last year. Not the current draft 2021, but 2020 I believe this guy was drafted. He's our best option at center at the moment. Zach Martin, right guard, tank, another superstar. Screen protector, blockers with this ability will dominantly win impact blocks on screen plays. Post up, blockers with this ability are almost guaranteed to win any double team block they are engaged in. So that's good. Anything on the right side will double team with Zach, and he should be locking that up. And we got Collins at right tackle, another tank as well. Really, really good stats. Just an amazing offensive line. Tight end, I'm deciding to roll with Blake Jarwin. I believe he was supposed to start in real life until he, tore his Achilles, or he got some crazy injury in real life last season. So we're going to give him the start. Dalton Schultz, will be right behind him. Then we got, I believe this is just a long snapper here. Don't know if these 2 guys will last that long. I guess I should say this as well. I totally forgot. This is only going to be a 2-season league. We usually do this. We did it last Madden as well. just to keep it interesting. We make another league separate, update the rosters, and we do a quick little series with that to tie people over. Just only have time really for 2 full seasons. So we're only gonna have 1 draft. And the draft's really not that important. So the plan is to try to win a ring in these 2 seasons, obviously. I would be probably doing things a little bit differently, like maybe, I don't know, on the defensive side, I'd be starting a lot more rookies because I had a lot more seasons to develop, but I don't. There's a couple older guys that are going to be starting just because, we got to try to win a ring in these 2 seasons that we got. And Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz, don't know if they'll be around. They'll be around this season, obviously, but maybe there's a tight end in the offseason that I can snag and use him. Receivers, God tier. We have our first string receiver, Amari Cooper, X Factor. He has Rack 'em Up, which is great. Outside apprentice when lined up at wide receiver, excluding the slot. Players with this ability have access to 4 additional hot routes. That is amazing. And deep out elite. Receivers with this ability catch more consistently while catching passes 20-plus yards from the line of scrimmage. Amari is going to be extremely fun to play with. Was debating between Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb. I chose CeeDee Lamb to be our other outside receiver. He is a superstar. So we got to wait until we get to his 500 snaps there to see what ability he gets. But that'll be fun to mess around with. I believe he's superstar, right? Yeah, he is superstar. So that'll be fun. Michael Gallup will be our 3rd receiver, and I'm going to be lining him up in the slot. Michael Gallup is not a bad player, but I much rather would prefer CD over Michael Gallup just for franchise purposes. Our 4th receiver is the rookie that they drafted. I believe they drafted this dude in the 5th round. Yeah, 5th round. I'm going to butcher this man's name. Simi Fehoko, maybe that's how you say his name. He's 6'4". He's a pretty big dude. So he'll be our 4th receiver, and we got Wilson down there. Our fullback, cool. Dak, obviously the quarterback. Ben DiNucci behind him. Pray to the gods Dak doesn't get hurt because Ben DiNucci is terrible. Dak's a superstar. Has anchored extended while in the pocket. Passers with this ability are almost guaranteed to break the first sack attempt. And gutsy scrambler. Passers with this ability are immune to throw penalties caused by defensive pressure while on the run. So don't know if those abilities will come to any good. Zeke, Superstar X Factor, Beast, Freight Train, Reach For It, I love the Reach For It ability. I think it's pretty good. And Leapfrog. Ball carriers with this ability will hold on to the ball if tackled during a hurdle. So that's great. No hurdle cheese fumbles are going to be happening to us. I did trade Tony Pollard. So our trades don't go live until either we start week 1 or we go in preseason week 4. So I traded Tony Pollard. Like I said, it's only a 2-year series that we're doing this, or not 2 year, 2 seasons. So is Tony Pollard really going to be that beneficial for us? Not really. So I traded Tony Pollard and our 7th round pick in the only draft we'll be having to the Falcons, and the Falcons gave me a 2nd round pick. So we get another 2nd round pick. We ship off Tony Pollard and a 7th. That will be going through, shortly here, but not during this video. Moving to the defensive side of the ball where things get a little weird and wild. There's no superstars. It's rough out here on the defense, and they drafted a shitload of defensive players in real life. Starting at free safety, we have Damontae Kazee. Like I said, don't know how to pronounce this man's name. He's my best option at free safety right now. He's got not the best speed. His hit power for free safety, not bad. Awareness is pretty up there. Play rec's up there. He has really good catching, so maybe he doesn't drop any picks. That would be great if he drops no picks. And then strong safety is between these two. I only went with Thompson here just because his hit power is a lot better. He has 81 hit power. I like my strong safeties to be able to hit. And Mr. Reggie here is 59. So definitely probably looking at drafting a strong safety or even in free agency trying to pick one up, because I don't think these guys will offer much for us unless somehow they start just dominating for us and get a bunch of dev chances and boost themselves up. But I don't see that. I might even try to sign a strong safety in my little player when we get our 1 round of free agency thing here and pick him up just for like a year rental of someone just to fill this, because this is bad, man. Our offense is definitely good enough to try to get to a Super Bowl, but the defense is going to be difficult. And next gen, I think I've only played like 2 games on next gen, so it feels a lot different than current gen. So it's going to be exciting. Moving on to linebackers, the right outside linebacker, Jalen Smith. Pretty obvious. I mean, this dude's kind of a monster in Madden. He's got a lot of speed, amazing hit power. He'll be fun to use. Keanu Neal, I think he just converted to a linebacker because he was a safety. This man right here is going to be a glitch at linebacker. I mean, 94 hit power, 87 speed, 89 acceleration at linebacker. I mean, this dude right here this is going to be a glitch, absolute glitch. Leighton Vander Esch, he's behind the rookie that they drafted. They didn't even extend his fifth-year option, I don't believe. So they're probably not expecting to re-sign him, especially if they're going to go. I think it was pick 12 that they picked Mr. Parsons here. He's a normal dev on this roster set that we chose. Got some pretty good stats though. 89 speed. He's got decent hit power. He's solid. So he's definitely going to get the starting spot for us. They did draft another linebacker in the fourth. I think they spelled his name wrong. I think his last name is just Cox, but they put an I in there for whatever reason. But yeah, he will be behind Leighton, and then we got Parsons. Pretty solid linebacker core, nothing crazy, but a lot of speed, a lot of hit power. Moving the corner, we got Anthony Brown. He's going to be our starting corner. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. He's got a lot of speed, so that's why I made him my starting corner, and his man coverage isn't that bad. I was trying to go for more of a man coverage scheme with this. Main reason why the third-round pick, Nashawn Wright, is going to be starting for us. He's 6'4". He's a big-ass dude. 74 man. He's got okay press, too. I mean, 80 press, 91 speed. So we're going to be out there. We're going to be jamming him, pressing him. And then we have our other rookie, Kelvin Joseph. He's going to be playing in the slot for us. They drafted this dude in the second round, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he'll be in the slot for us. Like I said, man, better than zone. Got some pretty good speed, decent press. Those three will be locking in our starting cornerback spots. I believe they did draft another corner, but I think I'm going to put him. Yeah, they drafted another one I see in the 6th round. But he'll probably be on the practice squad. Our 4th corner is Lewis down here. And then we got Diggs all the way down. That's our 5th corner spot. So he'll probably hardly ever play. Moving on to the defensive line, Randy Gregory is going to be our starting right end. This is one of the ones where I was like, if we were doing this for multiple, 6 seasons, 7 seasons, I might even throw in their 3rd round pick, Chauncey Golston. I think that's how you say that man's name. I might have even started him over Randy just to see if I could develop him, because Randy he's okay. He's nothing crazy. But Randy gets the start just because of the shortened season, shortened series. Obviously, DeMarcus Lawrence is starting on the left side. He's only a star. Obviously, on the Colts, he's an X factor for us, but he's only a star for us. And my one preseason game that I did play so far, I got 3 sacks, so he's still a tank. And I decided to roll with 2 rookie defensive tackles. This dude right here they drafted in the 3rd round, and then the other defensive tackle they drafted in the 6th round. Just going to roll with both the rookies. I could have rolled with this guy. I think they drafted him last year. But just really decided his strength is pretty low. What is it, 83, 84 strength. So I'm not really feeling that too much. He has some decent traits, but I'm going to roll with these 2. Maybe one of them can pop and develop it a little bit. If not, we'll draft someone or we'll pick the scrub up in free agency. This free agency period is going to be very, very important because, like I said, 2 seasons is all we're doing. So and there might be a lot of veterans I try to get, not try to go after the young guys that can turn into gods, but maybe a lot of veterans just to fill 1-year rentals and try to win a ring with the Cowboys. We've only won 1 ring so far this Madden with the Bengals. We still got a chance with the Colts, and now we got a chance on next gen here with the Dallas Cowboys. Special teams, Anger, Greg the Leg, both our kicker and punter. We got the rookie wide receiver as our kick returner, and Wilson will be our punt returner. Specialist packages, pretty much the same thing. I mean, we got our defensive tackle here. Which actually, this I messed up. I wanted to switch those 2 because this dude was the one. Yeah, this is the guy they drafted in the 3rd. This is the later guy in the 6th. So we'll do that. Randy on the right, Lawrence on the left. Keanu is our number 1 sub linebacker spot. Got the rookie Kelvin Joseph in the slot there. Michael Gallup in the slot as well. And then Zeke for both our 3rd and power back spots. And that is basically that. Like I said, there are going to be some familiar faces. The Giants user is actually Trey. So for all of you guys that watch my series with the Colts, he is the Ravens on that league, and now he is in the Giants. So we got to play that man 2 times a season. B-Dub on the Eagles. If any of you guys watch my Giants franchise, he was the Eagles back when we were the Giants. So another tough opponent. And the football team, I actually am not sure who the football team is the Texans user in the Colts franchise. So we play him a lot. But there's a lot of familiar faces. There's also some new guys out here. There's probably, like, I would have to say a good 10 brand new people to the league. So they could be gods too. Who knows? But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys think that's a pretty good solid lineup. Yeah, we're at 58 right now, so we'll cut down, put some of these guys in my practice squad. But I think this is the best lineup to roll out there year one. Defensive side is gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be very interesting. I guess I could show you guys the schedule. I mean, obviously it's the same schedule they had in real life, so there's nothing too crazy. You know, we play all these guys here. We play Trey twice a season, which is going to be scary. I think that's the Eagles. Yeah, Trey. This game could be very impactful depending on how Trey could do work. But that Giants offense, and the Giants could be scary in Trey's hands. So we'll definitely have to see how he does with that. But that is going to be it for this video. I guess let me show you guys free agency too. Maybe you guys can pop off and show. But like all these guys haven't really been signed in real life. I don't think Mitchell Schwartz did he go? He might have went back to the Chiefs in real life. I can't quite remember honestly. But yeah, you got Richard Sherman still there. Olivier Vernon, like that would be a solid guy we could go after and try to just get a season out of him. Or even Sheldon Richardson could be a guy. I mean Earl Thomas possibly. I mean there's a Malik Hooker. There's a lot of guys out here that we could just get a 1-year rental. Gerald McCoy. I mean, the list goes on. Everson Griffin, I think, was on the Cowboys at some point. And then Tony Jefferson. There's a lot of guys I could roll with. Kenny Vaccaro. We'll figure it out. We'll snag one of them in that Week 4 preseason. And then Week 1 should be happening. This video's going up on a Thursday, so I would assume my Week 1 game will be over the weekend at some point. Very excited to get into some next gen gameplay. I've heard a lot of good things about next gen, especially in our Discord. A lot of people that are in the next gen league and in current gen league, or some of them are even dropping out of the current gen because they think the next gen's been playing so much better. So very excited to play with that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.